welcome back. Okay, so before the pandemic, we were all worried when it came time for flu season, and we are in flu season right now, and we still have to worry about that, unfortunately, on top of the coronavirus concerns. So joining us is Jamie Garcia, and you're a pharmacist with Smith's Food and Drug, and you're here to tell us the importance of actually just being mindful about flu this year. First of all, thanks for joining us in studio.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
Yeah, I bet it's a crazy time for you being a pharmacist and all that's going on in the world. How have you noticed that people are actually kind of neglecting their immunizations a little bit?
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, I've been really pleased with what I'm seeing myself in our stores. We are having families and patients come in and get vaccinated for the first time, their first flu season ever. And I think it's just because we've been living in a really crazy year, and prevention is so important.
Well, that's good. That means the message is working, because I remember that a lot of parents in particular were keeping their kids home from the doctor's office and getting their immunizations. But then I think the messaging is getting through that we still have to take care of our health. And the flu shot is a way that we can prevent at least a high number of cases, right?
Yeah, so the flu shot's so important because of prevention. I think we've seen what it looks like when we don't have preventative measures. And the flu shot can prevent a very serious illness, the influenza or the flu. And there's different severities of the flu. You can have a mild case all the way up to hospitalization. So we definitely want to prevent.
Okay, and that's good to remember, that we can prevent certain strains, or at least, lower our, I guess, chances of getting the flu. Yeah. And also with the coronavirus, you probably want to have that flu shot just to know that you're protected from one thing.
Yeah, the crazy thing about these viruses is they present similarly, or they have similar symptoms. So they're both upper respiratory infections. And so we definitely want to, prevent whatever we can. And we would hate, if anybody were to get both, unfortunately.
Yes, which is possible. I mean, vaccines are great. They're not 100% guaranteed that you won't get it, but it is a pretty good thing to do, in your opinion, and you're a pharmacist. So yes, I will listen to you. Now, you said there are different strains of the flu virus, and we kind of talked about that. Anything else we should know about that?
Yeah, so the flu vaccines that we're providing at Smith's this year, it contain 4 strains of the flu, 2 of the most prevalent of strain A and B. And so we have them for all ages, 6 months and older. And we also have a few different vaccines that are maybe age specific. So like a high dose flu vaccine for 65 and older, and also something called flu block, which is recommended for 50 years and older.
Well, and that's great that, especially with our sensitive population, because this can be a sickness that has really serious consequences.
Absolutely.
Lots of hospitalizations and even death, right, Jamie?
Yes, yeah. I think when people think of the flu, sometimes they might think of like stomach flu or just something minor, but the flu can be devastating, and it can lead to hospitalizations, and we unfortunately have deaths every year in America from the flu virus.
My goodness. Okay, so important to also keep in mind to keep those hospital beds as empty as possible, right?
Absolutely.
So we actually want to tell you about a Drive-Thru Flu Shot event that's happening. Yes. This is happening tomorrow, 10 to 2, in the parking lot of the Maverick Center.
Yes.
And that's 3200 South Decker Lake Drive in West Valley City. Jamie, do you think people will enjoy just sticking their arm out the window?
Yeah, I think it's as convenient as it can get, and it's especially great for our high-risk populations that maybe don't want to go into a pharmacy or to a doctor's office, so they can just come in, roll up their sleeve, roll down their window. I'll be there tomorrow vaccinating from 10 to 2, and I hope to see you guys there. Wonderful. It's a really great option to bring your family, and you can make an appointment online at smithsfoodanddrug.com/flu, and you could use the zip code of the Maverick Center, 84119. But if you didn't make an appointment, don't worry about it. We would be happy to help you drive up, and as long as supplies last, we will be there.
Okay. And cost, real quick?
Most vaccines are free. Under most insurance plans, they are free. And then we have $40 options for the quadrivalent vaccine.
Wow.
But almost all insurances are covering them at no charge.
Thank you so much, Jamie. We have all the info we need from you, and we'll see you at the Drive-Thru Flu Shot event. Thanks so much.
Thank you.